This is Ashley, and I'm back with another mentoring moment. And today I'm going to share three insider strategies to make better career decisions. I don't know about y'all, but I'm constantly struggling with decision fatigue. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I, go after this opportunity? Should I go after that opportunity? Should I say this to my coworker? Should I not say this to my coworker? Should I raise this with my boss? Should I not raise this with my boss? I'm constantly trying to think about how to make better decisions, faster decisions, stronger decisions, more confident decisions in my career. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know so many high achieving professional women struggle with decision making in our careers. It's you don't want to make the wrong move. You don't want to move too fast. You don't want to move too slow. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to wait too long. And the fear and anxiety around what decision to make has so many of us not making any decision at all. You're you know what? I'm just not going to do anything. I'm not going to decide. I'm just going to stay stuck, right? But that is not a good strategy. We can't stay stuck. We can't do nothing. We need to be able to make faster, quicker, more agile decisions in our life and in our career. And I'm going to share with you 3 insider strategies to make better career decisions. How to make your next move your best move, how to be strategic with your decision making, how to be intentional with the decision making, and how to not get stuck in the fatigue of what should I do? What should I say? Who should I contact about this? We often get so stuck in the fatigue. We get so stuck in the what to do phase. And I want to help you understand how to quickly move past the what to do phase and into action. So if that sounds like a conversation you're excited to be a part of, just let me know. Throw some hearts up on the screen if you're excited to be a part of that conversation, because it's going to be good. And I'm excited to just help you think more strategically and make better decisions in your career. And I'll tell you that the strategies that I'm sharing today are actually strategies that I leverage in my own career, right? These are strategies that I use when I need to make a decision in my career. I'm asking myself these questions. When I need to help my staff make decisions about what we should do in our industry, I am inviting them to ask these questions of themselves. So this is not only a strategy that I teach my mentees in my programs, but this is also a strategy I use as a professional in education. And this is a strategy that I also invite my staff to use as well. So I'm hyped to have you here in today's conversation, and we're going to dive in. So strategy number one to help you make better career decisions. Number one is that you need to know exactly what you're good at. Right? You need to know exactly what you're good at. And too often I see professional women being well, I'm a team player. I'm motivating. I'm a collaborator. They use these sort of generic phrases about what they're good at or what their skill sets are to articulate what they're good at, but it's not good enough. You need to be able to clearly, concisely, and confidently articulate your skill set at a high level. It's an insider strategy to making better career decisions, because once you know what you're good at, it's so much easier to say yes to some things and no to some things, to decline offers and to say yes to offers, to not even consider some jobs and to consider others. When you have a lot of clarity on exactly what you're good at, you're able to clearly, concisely, and confidently make career decisions, because you're not caught up in, well, maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that and maybe I should go this way and maybe I should go that way. You're able to really know what you're good at, and your ability to articulate it is so plain, it's so clear, and you're able to move forward in decision making. And let me give you an example. So oftentimes I talk to women who are I have no idea what to do with my job search, or I've been job searching for weeks and months, sometimes even years. And Ashley, I'm not finding anything. I'm not seeing anything on the marketplace, right? I want to, job search. I want to grow my career, but I'm not seeing anything. And so women get stuck. They get frustrated. They get really overwhelmed because they're not able to make decisions about their career, because they don't really know what they're good at. They haven't figured out how to, sorry about that. So they haven't figured out how to leverage what they're good at to really get what they want in their career. And so because they don't know what they're good at, what ends up happening is that they're like, well, maybe I should take this opportunity. Maybe I should take this job. This person put this in front of me. Maybe I should consider that, right? They don't have a lot of clarity on what they're good at, or they don't have a lot of confidence on what they're good at. So they go off taking any and every opportunity, jumping into any and every, job, raising their hand for everything that anybody asks them to do because they don't have clarity on what they're good at. But when you know what you're good at, right? For example, I know that I am very great at futuristic thinking, right? If you need to think about the future, if you need to think 3 months out, 6 months out, a year out, 5 years out, if you need some support with strategic planning, if you need some support with leadership and planning for a team and a long term, I'm your girl. I'm an expert at that. Nobody's better at it than I am. And so it helps me make better decisions about my career because I know exactly what I'm good at, and I know when to raise my hand and say, yes, I can do that. Yes, that's a good role for me. Yes, that's a good job for me. Yes, I should serve on that committee. And when I can respectfully decline, right? Because I'm not good at that. And that's not a skill that I desire to grow in. And that's not a way that I want to move my career forward, right? And so the number one insider strategy to making better decisions in your career is to know what you're good at. And if you don't know what you're good at, let me mentor you, because as a mentor, I help my mentees refine what they're good at and be able to speak to it at a higher level. So they're not getting caught up, well, I'm a team player, so they asked me to do this, so I guess I should do it. Or, this job say teamwork is involved and I like teamwork, so I guess I should do it. No more of that, right? My mentees, and shout out to one of my mentees, Letitia, who's in the building. One of my my mentees, I teach them how to speak to what they're good at and not get bamboozled, right? By, oh, well, I guess I'm supposed to do this because I am a team player. I'm a hard worker. And, I know I'm a hard worker. So even though they're asking me to stay late and come in early and do everybody's job, I guess I just have to do it because, I'm a team player. I'm a person who get it done. Right? So, and I hear a lot of women say that I'm a person who gets it done. And when I ask them, what's your strengths? I get it done by any means necessary. Sis, that's not a strength. That's a trauma response from being overworked and underpaid. Let me repeat that. I get it done by any means necessary. I'm a hard worker. I go above and beyond. That is a trauma response to being overworked and underpaid. It's not a skill. You should be being paid well for your expertise. You should be being appropriately compensated for the level of work that you do. Getting it done by any means necessary is not a strength, and it's not something you should be bragging on. It actually is an indicator that you're burnt out and that you're likely overworked and underpaid. And it's likely an indicator that your organization doesn't respect you because they're regularly dumping anything and everything on you at the last minute and expecting you to get her done. And if you feel personally victimized by that line of discussion, just type a 1 in the chat. If you've ever experienced that in the world of work and you're like, Ashley, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that to me. But it's the truth. It happens to the best of us. And this is why it's an insider strategy. So often you think, oh yeah, that's, I'm getting it done. I'm making it happen. But they're burning you out and overworking you, and you're not being appropriately compensated because you have the attitude of get her done. So we really want to move away from that. So strategy number 2. Well, first, you need to know what you're good at, right? Like you need to know exactly what you're good at. That's the number 1 insider strategy to making better career decisions. But number 2, you also need to know what you're not good at. The second insider strategy to making better career decisions is to know what you're not good at. Before working with me, I have so many mentees who are like, yeah, Ashley, I've been applying for jobs I don't even want. I've been applying for jobs that are beneath my skill set. I've been applying for jobs where I know they ain't gonna pay me what I want. I've been applying for coordinator jobs, specialist jobs, lower level jobs, because that's all I think that I can get, right? That's a real problem. You need to know what you're not good at. You need to know what's not for you. You need to be able to say no to some things. The second insider strategy to making better career decisions is to know exactly what you're not good at so you can know what to say no to. For example, if I was job searching and I saw a job posting that was like, this job requires a high level of attention to detail and, requires no supervision of staff or team, it would not be a good fit for me. Right? That would not be a good fit for me because you know what I'm not good at? attention to detail. Child, I can barely spell my own name, right? Like I have dyslexia. I have very little attention to detail. I'm a big picture thinker. I'm a futuristic thinker. If you need a vision, you need a plan. If you need a framework, that's your girl. But I have a virtual assistant, an executive assistant, a copywriter. I have a whole team of people who help me be more detail oriented in my work because that's not my lane. I can more easily make decisions about what's for me in my career because I know what I'm not good at and I'm honest about it. I don't lie about it. I don't make up things. I don't pretend that I'm good at things that I'm not. I don't apply for jobs that I really don't want and that are full of things that I don't want to do or don't know how to do just to pad my ego. Sound familiar? Right? We need to stop doing that. We need to have so much clarity on exactly what we're good at and exactly what we're not good at so that we can make better career decisions. Because now that I know what I'm not good at, I don't raise my hand to do things that I'm not good at. Right? I am not pining after, doing something that's not going to benefit me in the long run in my career. I'm not saying, oh yeah, I can do it when I know I really can't. I'm not raising my hand for opportunities when I know I'm over capacity, right? And so often what I see among high achieving professional women is that because you don't know what you're not good at, because someone told you had to be superwoman, because someone told you had to focus on self-improvement and always be getting better, you don't know what you're not good at. And you're constantly chasing after things that are not aligned with your skill set, that are not aligned with your area of expertise. And then you're burnt out and you're overwhelmed because you don't know what you're not good at, right? Strategy number 2 is all about knowing what you're not good at so that you can set some boundaries in your life and in your career to make better decisions. Let me give you another example, and I'll share one from my mentees. So I was just in session with a new mentee, and we were working on session 1 of the Mentor Me Accelerator, which is all about strengths and weaknesses, right? It's all about assessing exactly what you're good at, identifying what you're good at, understanding what you're not good at, so that you can leverage what you're good at and what you're not good at to get what you want in your career. So she was talking about the fact that a lot of the things that she's good at, right, are around project management, are around data-driven decision making, and are around coaching and assessment. And she was saying that the roles, right, that she desires at this point in her career, the things that she really wants to do requires a higher level of stakeholder engagement and communication and leadership strategies among teams and people. And she's struggling with this idea that, one, I haven't really utilized those skills. Maybe I'm not as good at those things. And so I was really questioning her. Do you want the kind of roles that are going to require you to focus on skill sets that you're not good at, or that you haven't well practiced, or that are not strategically aligned with the skills that you actually want to highlight right now in your career? So often you're like, well, maybe I can do this and maybe I can do that and maybe I can do this. And this is why you can't make decisions in your career, because you're literally all over the place. And just throw some hearts up on the screen if that's you. If you regularly find yourself being like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I don't know what move I should make. I'm not sure if I should do this. Like, if you regularly find yourself in decision fatigue in your career, just throw some hearts up on the screen. I want to make sure what I'm sharing is resonating, that this is landing for you. Because I see this so often that professional women are just kind of all over the place in their career. They get stuck in decision fatigue. They can't make a decision. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do because they don't know how to make a decision about what's next in their career. Right? And it's often because they haven't clearly identified what they're good at. They also haven't clearly identified what they're not good at. And so you're going after everything. You're casting a wide net. You're trying to do it yourself because you don't recognize that you don't have any strategy in your career development. You're just doing what you think you should do. You're just doing what your boss told you to do. You're just doing what your advisor told you to do. You're just, out there doing your best, right? And your best isn't strategic. It's not that it's not good enough or that you're not trying. It's that you're not being strategic and you're not getting results. But when you apply strategy, right? When you have strategy in your career development, that's when you can see measurable outcomes. That's when you can actually see movement in your career, because now you're applying strategy. You have a strategic and surgical way to go about things, and that level of strategy will drive results. And so instead of saying yes to everything, instead of, applying for every job, and instead of going on interviews and not getting the offer, you're now able to more strategically only apply for roles that you desire to do, show up as a top candidate in the interview, and then get the offer because you know how to make decisions in your career, even in the job search process. You know how to make decisions in your career when it comes to, having to volunteer for things or being asked to do things. You know how to respectfully decline. You know how to say, I'm at capacity. If you want me to do that, what would you like me to give away? Right? Like, you know how to make those strategic decisions and and make the strategic ask, because you're no longer like, well, I don't really know what I'm good at, and I'm not confident that I can say that, and I'm not sure what they want from me. You're able to make more strategic decisions in your career because you know what you're good at and what you're not good at. And strategy number three, an insider strategy for making better career decisions is that you must know what you value in your life and in your career. You must know what you value in your life and your career. One of the things that I value more than almost anything in my career is autonomy and support, right? And those might seem like oxymorons, but basically I value being left alone. I value being left alone. I value having the autonomy and freedom to, manage my own schedule, to pick the projects that me and my team work on. I value the autonomy of having a budget that I can freely use to support the students that we serve in my work. I value not having to ask permission to do everything. I value a lot of autonomy, right? And this means, because I know that, right? Because I know I value autonomy, I don't sign up to do things where it's going to be highly regulated. I would not work well in an industry like government or the military. Why? Because they're highly regulated, because there's a lot of checkpoints, because there's a lot of attention to detail, because there's a lot of regiments and rules and processes and systems that I might not want to lean into. Right? Because I know what I value, because I know I value autonomy, I only apply to jobs that are going to give me a high level of autonomy. I only take on work projects that are going to give me a high level of autonomy. I only do things in my life and in my career that allow me a high level of autonomy, flexibility, and freedom. And one of the reasons why you're stuck in your career and why you don't know what to do and what decision to make is because you don't know what you value, or you're not used to making decisions that are aligned with your values, right? For so many professional women, and just throw some hearts up on the screen if this sounds like you, if this resonates. For so many professional women, they desire to do work that's really meaningful, right? They want to help people. They want to help their community. They want to help students. They want to help clients. They want to help customers. They want to have a real impact in the world, right? And just throw some hearts up on the screen if that resonates, if that sounds like you. That's very common, that professional women want to have impact. They want to do things that are meaningful. But they also want to make money. They want to make money. They want to earn money. They want to make sure that they can take care of their family, take care of themselves, buy nice things, move, buy a new car, put the kids in a better daycare, like whatever it is. Women desire to make money in their life and career. And so often those two values in a lot of people's minds are opposites. It's like, oh, I can't do anything good and meaningful and drive impact and make money. If I want to do things that are meaningful in the world, I have to take a vow of poverty, basically. This is what a lot of people think, right? And it's not true. It's not true, but it's the biggest lie. It's the biggest misnomer in the world of career, that you can't do anything meaningful and make money while doing it, right? And so often professional women are like, oh, well, I'm afraid to even say I want to make money. They're afraid to even say that they desire to make money in their career. It's like a taboo topic. Like, I don't want to tell people that I want to be paid well for my work. But we're over that. An insider strategy to making better decisions is to know what you care about so that you only make decisions aligned with what you care about. If you know you value wealth and building wealth for yourself and your family, why do you continue to stay stuck in a job that's only paying you $54,000 a year? Why? Why would you stay there? Because that's not a strategy to build wealth. So it doesn't, to make a better decision, you need to be making decisions that are aligned with your values. You need to be making decisions that are going to drive your values forward. If you desire, if you value, let's say you value a family, right? But you're constantly in a job and in a career that requires you to come in 2 hours early and stay 4 hours late. You're working 12-hour days, 5 days a week, and picking up your phone and checking emails every single weekend, but you say you value family. I can't tell. I can't tell you value family because your decisions are not aligned with what you say you value, right? The insider strategy to making better career decisions is to make decisions that are aligned with your values. And if you don't know how to do that, you need a mentor. Because as a mentor, I can help you identify, define, and measure the alignment of your values with your current decision making in your career. And then we can build a career development strategy and take action on it to help you make better decisions in your career that are aligned with your values while making more money and having more impact in your career, right? We can do that together, but only if you commit to the fact that I need to make better decisions in my career. I can't stay stuck. I can't keep, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I can't keep, well, maybe I should do this and maybe should do that and staying stuck in indecision. Your decision to stay stuck is a decision, and it's a poor one. It's a very poor decision. And so I invite you to make a decision today to invest in yourself and apply to attend Mentor Me Live. This is an amazing opportunity for you to work directly with me as a mentor and get targeted support and strategy on making your next move, your best move in your career, and learning how to make better decisions and then making the decision, not just a thought exercise on how to make better decisions, but actually moving forward in making better decisions to advance your career in the ways that you desire. The wait list for Mentor Me Live is open right now, and I invite you to join the wait list at mentorme.org. That's mentorme.org. You can join the wait list today, and this is going to be a transformational experience for high achieving professional women to help them make more money and have more impact in their career. I invite you to make the decision to join the wait list. Do not wait, because it's critical that we don't stay stuck in indecision and we make decisions to get unstuck, to get the help that we need to make more money and have more impact in your career. These are the 3 strategies: knowing what you're good at, knowing what you're not good at, and knowing what you value. Those 3 strategies will help you make better decisions in your career and will help you be more surgical and more strategic in what you say yes to, what you raise your hand for, what you say no to, what you decline. It'll help you make better decisions in your job search and as you approach interviews and positioning yourself as a top candidate in those interviews and going into those new roles with full confidence. You need insider strategy. And if you're ready to go deeper in this strategy and learn how to know what you're good at, learn how to know what you're not good at, and learn how to identify, define, and measure the alignment of your values and build a career development plan that's going to help you advance your career in the ways that you desire, you want to be at Mentor Me Live. Of course, if you feel like you can't wait till Mentor Me Live, if you can't wait and you want to work with me now, apply to the Mentor Me Accelerator on my website at mentor-me.org. That's mentor-me.org. If you can't wait and you need support now, apply to the accelerator. Otherwise, make sure you join the wait list for Mentor Me Live, and I cannot wait to talk to you about your application to attend. Thanks so much for watching today. Talk soon. Bye.